Can we really fix the heart by actually giving you an injection into the neck? I'm here to tell you, yes, we can. If we haven't met, I'm Dr. Orlando Landrum. I'm a physician that helps patients understand their options for both physical as well as mental health, which the traditional medical system may not tell you. So that way you can be able to figure out how to take control of your own health, how to be able to live longer and live better. Today, we're talking about dual sympathetic reset and how it can impact arrhythmias across the board that can actually improve your life and how you can be able to feel better. When we think about the aspect of tachycardia, many times the name is daunting and we just can't really be able to get an idea about what the heck does that potentially mean. So imagine that you're sitting in a room and you're going about your day when suddenly your heart starts racing. You have this chest tightness, your pulse quickens, and you're overwhelmed with a sense of dread. What you've just experienced is tachycardia, a condition where the heart beats abnormally fast, often leaving the person to feel exhausted, anxious, or even in danger. Typically, we think that it's only us, but the fact of the matter is there's millions around the world where tachycardia is a daily experience, and it's a condition that affects approximately 2 million people in the United States alone. But what if there was a way to treat this life-altering condition without the side effects of long-term medication, a therapy that could reset the body's nervous system and bring peace back to a chaotic heartbeat? That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the utilization of dual sympathetic reset and how that can be able to impact patients and give them their lives back. So when we think about the procedure itself, it's an injection, but it's an injection done differently. It's using ultrasound to be able to know exactly where that needle is in relationship to the various different anatomical structures. And it's a deposition of local anesthetic at a site specifically around where the nerves sit. So can we get a better understanding of that? Of course we can. So let's talk about that. So when we think about how the heart is controlled, it's controlled from the brain and the nerves that come down and kind of interrelate with it. What we can see is there's something that's called autonomic neural traffic that goes to it from two different pathways. One is the sympathetic and the other is a parasympathetic. Various different elements can be able to affect how these pathways impact the heart. So things like anger, emotion, and stress can cause different areas and centers of the brain to impact us differently. But at the end of the day, one of the things that can take place is we can have these coronary arteries, which are the actual vessels that are present in the heart that supply the heart with blood flow, constrict. And then it can result in something that's called ischemia, which is poor blood flow in that area, in that region. All of this can be impactful and cause issues with arrhythmias. And so arrhythmias, as we're going to describe in detail in just a little bit, are changes within the rhythm of the heart. And when we look at dual sympathetic reset, it actually impacts the nerves that feed to the heart, specifically the sympathetic chain, as you can see in this picture. There's nerves that come from medulla oblongata, and there are nerves that come from the sympathetic chain. And those are going to be the nerves that we're going to talk about when we have a conversation about how this can be able to improve your life. So when we think about where does this all come from, one of the things that we can be able to kind of put together is the use of dual sympathetic reset has been out since the early 2000s. Doctors in New York City were able to discover this groundbreaking treatment and be able to impact tachycardia within this context. They were able to basically use treatment that was small, that was minimally invasive, but was able to change not only patients, but the way that we think about heart rate regulation forever. So it's a procedure, as I mentioned before, where local anesthetic is injected near the sympathetic nerves, which controls the heart rate and stress responses. By blocking these nerves temporarily, we can calm the body's overreactive response and allow heart rate to return to normal. The science behind it is the following. The sympathetic nervous system, which I talked about before, when overstimulated, can lead to rapid heartbeats and anxiety. Stellate ganglion blockade or dual sympathetic reset is able to target this overstimulation by interrupting the nerve signals which are causing the problem. It's like resetting the body's off switch, which basically gives patients immediate relief from symptoms. So when we think about How can this be impactful for different people? One of the things that we have to understand is what are the different types of arrhythmias and how they can give us different problems and issues. So when we think about that, one of the things that we are able to see is that it's not just ventricular tachycardia. It can be things like atrial fibrillation. It can be things like supraventricular tachycardia, and those impact a wide range of people. We're going to explain what those symptoms are and how those arrhythmias feel, and then give you a sense of how broad ranging and effective dual sympathetic reset can really be. So when we think about these different types of arrhythmias or regular heart rhythms, we know that this affects millions worldwide. And when we think about the different types, we really have got to be able to understand what's the feeling and what's the reason behind why these things feel the way that they do. So when we think about atrial fibrillation or AFib, it's probably the most common arrhythmia. It's when the heart's upper chambers beat chaotically and they're out of sync with the lower chambers. This can cause symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, and even strokes. In layman's terms, AFib is like the heart having a bad connection. It just can't get its beats in sync. It leads to a jittery feeling, and it makes the heart work harder than it needs to. When we think about another arrhythmia, ventricular tachycardia or VT, this occurs when the lower chambers of the heart beat too quickly. It can be dangerous and lead to fainting, dizziness, and even sudden cardiac arrest. The way to kind of conceptualize a VT is the heart is trying to run a marathon without a proper warm up. It's too fast, it's too soon, and this can cause serious problems. And then finally, there's supraventricular tachycardia or SVT. This arrhythmia happens when electrical signals in the heart become too rapid. They're often causing the heart to race unexpectedly. It's like a glitch in the heart's electrical system. And SVT can have you feeling like your heart is suddenly sprinting without warning, and it's a surge of rapid beats that can leave you feeling breathless or even panicked. So when we think about how this impacts patients as a whole, one of the things that we know is that people feel just the sense of pressure and impact that is sometimes difficult to be able to resonate and understand, because one of the things they're thinking about is that maybe this is just all anxiety, that I feel this rushing. And once you're able to kind of be able to put together that this is truly due to a problem and issue, that it is really secondary to it being this tachycardia, this heart rate arrhythmia that's in place, you can finally be able to breathe again. Most people are skeptical about being able to use something like dual sympathetic reset, but once it actually impacts it immediately and there's no more racing heart, there's no more sense of like panic attack, it feels like peace. Currently, over 10,000 patients have been treated with dual sympathetic reset in various clinical trials, and the success rate speaks for itself. Studies show that more than 70% of patients have experienced significant relief from the arrhythmias and from the symptoms that are associated with it, and have been symptom-free for greater than months and even years after the treatment. And when we can be able to take a look at different studies, one of the things that we can be able to see is studies like the following, which uses an effective use of percutaneous stellate ganglion blockade or dual sympathetic reset in patients with electrical storm. And we can be able to see the before and after, the before on the left, the after on the right. And we can see this marked drop in the number of arrhythmia episodes down to 0. And so at the end of the day, that paper was able to show, like many papers show, is that more than half of the patients without procedure-related complications, and that overall it stabilized ventricular arrhythmias and where other therapies have failed. So when we look at how this all moves forward, going forward in the future, one of the things that we know is that this is going to be a therapy that's going to last. It can be used not only for tachycardias and arrhythmias, but for a number of conditions, including depression, anxiety, PTSD. But we know by utilizing the combination of being able to calm that sympathetic nervous system, which is overreactive, it can be impactful in that regard. And so one of the things that we think about is that this could potentially become a first-line treatment for these conditions in the future, and it can be able to help people improve their overall life and be able to allow for them to get back to leading the life that they deserve. We believe this therapy is not only impactful, but revolutionary, and it can approach many conditions that are stress-related, not just arrhythmias alone. So for those millions of people who are affected by arrhythmias, it's another tool in the toolbox that allows for them to be able to reclaim their lives, to find balance and experience life without the constant worry of an irregular heartbeat. Clearly, the story for dual sympathetic reset is still being written. And with every patient treated, with every new discovery, we're getting closer to a world where arrhythmias and other stress-related conditions are no longer life sentences, but challenges we can conquer. And so if you found this video helpful and you want to be able to deal with treatments and issues which sometimes don't get their fair due, and you want to be able to understand how you can reclaim your life, whether you're having challenges that are physical or mental, and know your options, please hit the like and subscribe button. Love for you to be able to continue to be part of our party that lets us be able to figure out how to punch pain in the face, whether it's physical or mental, and get back to leading the life you deserve. Thank you so much and have a great day.